And it works. Alright guys, clean that camera off. Alright, what we got going on tonight, it's kind of late, about 9:30 at night here in West Virginia. And I'm going to try and get a few things done real quick. I got all the parts in, I believe. Looky here. We got a nice shiny new machine flywheel. That's probably going tonight too. I got a new shifter boot for the transmission, because as you can see, that one's got a hole. I already got that put on. Got some pressure plate bolts. I got a plug. This thing never had reverse lights. Reason being is this plug is what fits on the T5s. And since this T5 wasn't originally in these, obviously, that's just a plug I gotta kind of solder into the two leads to get reverse lights. That'll be quick and easy since the transmission's out. Go ahead and do that. Bunch of Summit Racing stickers. Everything that I bought was from Summit. They had the best price for this thing. I know they don't always, but for what I just used, I got the best prices there. So I got some stickers. I'm sure I'll put these on the back window and get at least 20 horsepower. So we'll do a dyno run after we put those stickers on. We'll see what happens. I got these exhaust kit. Now this is called an exhaust ball and socket. I ran across this one, don't know what to research, because I had to cut the H-pipe section out to get the transmission out. So, as you can see with these, like what you do is you have a clamp. Let's move you to a little better spot here. You got the clamp, and you got one piece that's the socket end, and the other piece that's the ball end, obviously by the name, ball and socket. They go in each other just like that, and they fit pretty good. They're pretty snug as it is. And then obviously you have the clamp that goes over it, and tighten the clamp down, it tightens the section down. These are going to be nice because I can remove this at a later date if I need to by just unbolting it and removing it. And two, if your exhaust isn't 100% perfect, right, this allows a little bit of tilt back and forth to accommodate for it not being perfect. And my exhaust pipe, which is nice, my current exhaust pipe is 2 1/4 outside diameter. These ball and sockets are 2 1/4 inside diameter. So these suckers slip right on, and then I'll just be able to put a weld on the outside and secure them down. So that's what we'll do. Give me a few seconds here. Let me get everything situated. I'm going to get this done first. That way I can get everything. This is kind of, I think, going to be one of the more tedious things because I need to get it up in there, test fit, tack weld it, pull it up, and weld it up. As you can see, where this thing was torn apart before, right here's a joint that they use these style clamps. Like these compression, not really compression, but they clamp down around. And when you put them down, they put a groove in the pipe, and you can never get these suckers back off, at least in my experience. So I'm going to go ahead and weld this seam here, and this seam seems a little bit jakey. So I'm going to go ahead and, like, I can see a hole there. So I'm going to go ahead and just re-weld these around as well and get a nice weld on those. And on the back where the mufflers go, also had those type of clamps. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just weld that up as well and not put those clamps back on and be done with it. So that's what we're going to do. Let's let me get everything situated. Alright guys, kind of situated down here. I know the lighting's not the best, so hang in there with me. What I'm going to do is get this pipe section I cut out back up in. Went ahead and threw these pieces. I'm going to go ahead and throw them one. Up on here, that way all my pieces are up. So I got my exhaust gaskets. These are kind of broken. They're brand new, which sucks, but they're broken. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and throw these in for now, just to get my spacing all correct, because I don't want to be off on the spacing coming off the manifolds. And then we'll get all this situated. I'll kind of get it tack welded, and then we'll go from there. Good enough. Like I said, I just need this to hold until I get the thing off. We'll have to adjust the settings, it's obviously not right. But... And then I should be able just to kind of wiggle it a little bit, and this all should just drop. So that's the goal. Now I might have screwed myself because the inside piping is longer, right? So it's not going to really work how I want it, I don't think. I'm going to have to kind of play with it here. Alright, as you can see, this is the ball and the socket end, right? That's the old exhaust. I didn't even think. It's coming out, right? Because when I cut it, I just cut one little slice. So I got to cut all that free. But that's keeping me, you know, kind of screwed from doing anything right now. So I gotta get that free. Okay, got them out. As you can see, I just gotta weld up around on both sides. Here's the other place I'm gonna weld, just to be safe, because that's where the old clamps were to hold all that, kind of squish it together. Weld that up, weld this up, and then we'll go from there. Alright, got the H-pipe section done, all kind of welded up. As you can see, I'm by no means an expert welder, but I'm not bad for as much as I do it. Alright guys, time to get the pilot bearing out. Now as you can see, it's inside the end of the crank. I read this online, we're going to try it. Rumor has it that if you stick a bunch of grease inside here, and I took some electrical tape, as you can see, and wrapped around a long 1/2-inch extension socket, so it's kind of snug. Rumor has it, if you pump this full of grease and you stick this in and hammer it, it's supposed to get that out for you. Basically, it's going to force the bearing out. So, let's do it. Never done this before. I typically always get a puller, but it is about 11 p.m. on a Friday night, and right no way in heck I'm gonna find a puller. So pumping all kinds of grease into the snout. Obviously this is kind of messy, but if it works, it'll be worth it. Alright, as you can see, I got some grease coming out. Now, from what I read, you stick this guy in here and give it a couple good whacks. I'm like amazed how that guy is. And it works, in case you're ever wondering. It works. Huh, how cool. So thanks for hanging out. If you like what I'm doing, if you like this video, if you like watching Mustang videos, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I got more stuff coming up. I know I've been talking about a surprise new project coming into the shop. Well, not really the shop, but just into our family. So it's just the weather's been so crappy, haven't had a chance to go get it because it is parked in kind of a yard. So I need to go get it out of the yard, but with the wet weather, I just don't want to go right up a yard. So that is just kind of staying put for right now. But it is coming, so just hang on for it. It's going to be kind of fun. And then also the Jeep, as soon as the weather breaks, it's getting a paint job. So the Jeep's going under the knife as well. So thanks for hanging out. I'm excited for what the summer has to come. Just subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you guys next one.